everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Faith. Today I'm going to be talking about a topic that is a little bit sensitive, I think, not just for me but for everyone, and that is that I want to lose weight. I want to lose a lot of weight, at least for me. Specifically, I'd like to lose about 30 pounds. This is a sensitive topic for me only because I feel like whenever I bring it up, people kind of judge me and they start saying hurtful things like, oh, are you anorexic? Oh, are you like bulimic? And like, what's wrong with you? Like, why do you want to lose weight? And they don't really get it because, I mean, I don't look, big or anything like that. But the thing is, I feel like this is something I just need to do for myself, and I feel like just as much as we promote people to feel comfortable in their skin, I think it's fair to encourage people to do what they need to do to feel happy in their skin. And I mean, this is what I just need to do in order to feel happy in my skin, and it's not like I want to do anything that's like dangerous. I mean, of course, I think we should only promote, doing things that are healthy for us or like not going to hurt us in any way, like nothing toxic or anything. To give some background, most of my life I have been really, really skinny. It's not that I tried to stay really skinny, it's just that that's how it was. That's how I was. Up until about 2 years ago, I mean, as an adult, or when, my weight started being more stabilized, I guess, and I stopped growing, I had always been around 90 to 100 pounds. Max, I had been like 105 pounds, which is really light, and I was not really short or anything like that. I'm 5'4", I'm a normal height. It's just that I guess my metabolism was really great because it wasn't even that I ate really little. I ate a lot, actually. I think I eat a lot more than compared to other people. Like, if I went out to eat at a restaurant with my friends, I would usually eat my food and then I would finish their food. Like, I would eat a lot. And it wasn't that I exercised either, because I don't think I've ever exercised besides like the mandatory thing in high school. So, I mean, and I stayed skinny even when I left high school and I like college, and through, part of the years while I was working, I had stayed really skinny. But about 2 years ago, something kind of just changed and I started gaining weight, and it was a lot of weight really fast. In fact, when I had gone to my doctor, she had mentioned like, oh, you gained a lot of weight. I went from like around 90 pounds to 110 pounds, and she was saying, it's actually great because you're in a normal weight range for your height and your age. But she said, you gained it really fast, so I'd like to check your thyroid levels. And we checked it. We actually checked it twice because once it came back odd, but she thought that there could have been something wrong with the test because I ate that day, and I don't think you're supposed to eat, or was it the other way? I'm not sure how it was, but I know that she wanted to check again. Just because I ate or didn't eat that day, something like that. But anyways, it did end up being normal, and she was like, okay, well, maybe you're just gaining weight because you have stuff going on, like maybe it's stress, like, but keep an eye out, because like we don't want you to like gain a lot of weight in a short amount of time, because yeah, I had gained that, went from like 90 to like 110 pounds in the matter of like 4 months. So yeah, she was like, yeah, last time we weighed you, and then this time when we weighed you, it was a difference. So I became aware of it, but I didn't really think much of it because I was just like, oh, that's weird, but I'll probably lose it because I'm not the type to, get really heavy, or it's not that I was really heavy, it was just like I wasn't the type to gain a lot of weight. So I just shrugged it off, and it didn't get better. I just kept gaining weight, and I was really trying to evaluate what was going on, because it wasn't that, again, it wasn't exercise, it wasn't what I was eating, because I actually ate less than I used to, I think, because I just didn't have time like I used to when I was in school, where like I would just eat all the time. And then now, you know, I'm working, and so like I have things going on, so I actually ate less. I also, again, wasn't exercise. I don't exercise, so I just had no idea what it could be, and I kept just letting myself, you know, do whatever I wanted. People are saying, oh, it's just because you're getting older, but I don't believe that either. I just don't. I feel like metabolism, yeah, it slows down, but not to the point where I'm just suddenly gonna gain like so much weight. Right now, oh God, I feel so weird saying my weight. But right now I'm about 130 pounds, and actually just like a month or two ago I was like 145 pounds, like I was 140 something. But I've been dieting for about a month or two, yeah. So I had went from like 140 to like 130. Whew, I feel weird talking about this. But I feel myself lately not wanting to diet, and getting lazy. And so I'm doing this video so that I can keep myself accountable, and I feel like this is a great way to motivate myself. I think it's okay. I think the weight I'm at right now is okay, and I mean, I look fine, but the thing is, the reason why I want to lose weight is because I don't feel fine. I'm not happy, and I've noticed some things about myself. Like one thing is that even though I don't eat as much as I used to, I think I've become somewhat addicted to food, because even when I'm not hungry, or even when I just ate, I feel like I need to keep eating. I feel like it's gonna make me happy. And it's kind of sad, because food doesn't bring you I mean, it can. I mean, if you have like some really good oysters or something, I don't know. I mean, I think it can bring you happiness, but it was a really toxic relationship I was having with food, basically. And also I was always really weak. I basically had no muscle, which I think showed in my weight, because I think if I could have stayed the weight I was at, but like more muscular, and I would have weighed more. But I had no muscle, like no strength at all. I could not do a squat. Okay, like my husband is really into fitness, and he tried to teach me how to do squat, and he used an example by like putting a chair behind me. He was just like, just slowly sit on the chair, and each time I would just fall because I couldn't slowly sit on the chair, like just absolutely no strength. But what I've noticed as I gain weight is that I get so exhausted so quick. Nothing to do with strength, but like I can't make it like up one flight of stairs without like taking a break or panting. Like, I'm serious. It's that bad. And people that work with me know this about me, because like you'll just see me be like, I'll catch up with you, and they're like, literally, we've taken 5 steps. I'm getting out of breath just talking right now. I have a really small dog. His name is Clarence. He's actually next to me right now, and I'd pick him up, but he's sleeping. And he's tiny. I think he's in one of my videos. I think the Sephora haul video. But he's really small, and he can outrun me. Like, I'm serious. And I get so exhausted that I don't take him on walks. I don't. My husband takes him on walks, because I'm like, I can't keep up with him. He's a really small dog. He's barely 4 pounds, okay? He's like this big. Like, he would be considered like a teacup palm. Yeah, it's just become really unhealthy in terms of like physical well-being and tolerance, endurance. Also, I've noticed a drastic difference in my mental health. To be completely honest, I've always struggled with some mental health things, but after gaining weight, suddenly I don't take selfies. At least not really. I mean, I'll do it if I want to like check something, or if I feel like I need to do it. Like I've done it for like if I'm like, oh, I need a thumbnail for the video. But other than that, I don't really, because I don't like looking at myself. I just don't feel like I recognize myself. And I've also noticed I don't go out anymore. I used to be really, really involved in like fundraising and a lot of philanthropy. I am very, very passionate about volunteering in different organizations, just, you know, to make the world a better place. And I've even stopped going out to places to eat, and this is something my family definitely knows. Like I've stopped going to restaurants, or like when I go grocery shopping, I'm always like, oh, like looking around, like I hope no one sees me, because I just don't want anyone to look at me. It's really kind of insane, because when I talk to people about it, like and I don't talk to like just anyone about it, but when I talk to people like close to me and I tell them these things, they're like, oh my gosh, like why you're still like, they tell me like you're still considered skinny, and that's fine, but I'm not happy with myself, and I just want to be happy. I don't want to please other people. This has nothing to do with pleasing other people. It's just the fact that I can't tolerate myself. I can't. And I'm not even trying to get as skinny as I was before. I want to get at a healthy weight. I just want to be able to look at myself and, you know, not want to like look away. And I want to be able to do physical activities and, you know, not like get super, super tired from like taking a walk for like a minute. I mean, yeah, it's gotten really bad. And I keep trying to explain this to people, because people will look at me and they're like, where is all that weight, when I tell them how much I weigh. I'm bigger than I seem. I am. Like, when I see myself in the buff, like, I'm like, oh, there it is, you know? And I'm not gonna go, like, up to people, I'm not gonna go, like, show the people I'm talking to, like, look at this, you know? It's just, I don't think I'm ever gonna get people to understand. But it's hard. It's really, really hard, because I used to be really, really confident. I was really proud of my body. I was really confident about my aesthetics, I guess. And now I'm just not. And people keep telling me not to put my worth into my looks. And I mean, I don't think, no, maybe I do. I get that, but I also feel like at the rate I'm going at, where I just keep gaining weight, and a lot of weight, it's not healthy. And again, I don't think it matters what other people think. I want to do this for me, and I want to do it a healthy way. So basically, what I have been doing, actually I haven't followed my diet in like 2 weeks, which is why I'm doing this video. I feel like it'll motivate me. So what I want to do is, I don't want to cut out any foods. I don't want to restrict myself in what I eat, because I've talked about this with many people who are really into diet and fitness. So one is a person that I work with, and then one is my husband, because my husband's really, really into health and fitness. I am basically going to try to restrict myself to eat 1,200 calories a day. And if I'm working out and exercising, then I will allow myself to have more, because I don't want to be starving myself, because that's not healthy. So yeah, I'm going to restrict how much, well, I wouldn't even consider it restricting. I'm just going to watch how many calories I take in. And people, like, you know, I think keto is a really big thing lately, but I don't want to cut carbs or cut any part of my diet, because I know that when this is something I want to keep going, and if I cut a food group out of my life, I'm gonna have a hard time when I'm craving it, and I don't want my body to, you know, get surprised if I had cut gluten out and then suddenly I bring it back into my diet. Obviously it's not going to be able to tolerate as well as it used to, you know. So I've looked into this a lot. I talked to a lot of people about it, and basically I'm just gonna have to understand that, you know, some foods have more calories, like, you know, dairy, gluten, carbs, they have a lot of calories attached to them. So when I do eat those food groups, I'm gonna have to eat less, or if I want to eat more of it, then I'm gonna have to eat less that day. But again, I'm gonna watch it because I don't want to be starving myself. And maybe if I want to eat more, I'm just gonna have to work out that day instead of, you know, not working out. I am signed up to a gym. I haven't gone in 2 weeks, which is so terrible, I know. And actually, pretty sure I've been signed up to a gym for most of my life, and I can never go. So I'm gonna really try to go. A really weird thing about me is that, so I don't like driving. So my husband pretty much drives everywhere, and I also don't like going places without my husband, just because I have been so insecure about myself. So I don't know how often I'm gonna be able to go to the gym, just because he works, my husband works like different hours, so when I come home he might be just leaving for work. So I don't know how often I'll be able to go, but I am going to try to go as often as I can, and I'm going to try to get more comfortable going to the gym by myself, just because I know this is something I need to do. Also, I'm going to try to be more active, clean, like even just cleaning and cooking in my house. Like, I don't cook or clean. I'm the worst. My husband does all of that because he's the greatest person alive. So I'm going to be trying to do more of that. Just in general, like taking my dog out for walks, doing any possible physical activity just to better myself. I really, really hope this goes well, and I'm planning on doing like a check-in once a week. I mean, I have been doing this diet for about 2 months, and I went from like 140 pounds to like 130, so it's obviously working. It's just something I need to stick with. So hopefully I can do like weekly updates, and maybe you know, just talk about what I've been doing, what the progress has been, and hopefully it'll really, really help me stay accountable. And I hope that this helps me see that there are changes, because it's been hard looking, I feel like I'm not seeing progress, even though I've technically lost weight since I started the diet. I look at myself and I feel like nothing's changed. So I really, really hope this helps. And again, I hope people can understand why I'm doing this. I'm not trying to be unhealthy. I'm honestly just trying to better myself. I'm not going to try to hurt myself or like starve myself or do anything that's going to harm me in any way. At least I don't intend to. But this is just something I need to do for myself. So yeah, I'm excited to see how this goes, and hopefully it'll be successful. And if there's anyone that wants to do this challenge with me, I'd be really, really happy. And I feel like, you know, then I'm not doing it alone, because my husband does not need to lose weight. He's so fit, it's insane, and like I don't like standing next to him actually. But I really appreciate if you watch this video and you're being nice and understanding, because this was a really hard video for me to make, because this is a sensitive topic for me. But I hope everyone has a beautiful and blessed day, and thank you so much for watching this.